All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Vaccine passports. That's what this lesson is going to be about. All right, so I'm gonna just read this article here. It says vaccine passports for nightclubs: how to find your COVID pass and gain club entry. And when the nightclubs recently opened back up again, everybody was so excited, right? Everyone was extremely excited to get back in there, but now you're seeing what our real agenda was in order to try and get people to take certain things and to do certain things. And it starts off with a pass where you say I haven't got a disease, but then it slowly evolves into, well, now you have to take this in order to particular thing in order to be able to get into this place. Let me carry on reading this. It says clubs reopened after 16 months of closure, but revelers will soon need CV passports to enter nightclubs. When will the jabs passports be used in clubs, and how can you find your CV pass? So that's a new thing that's being introduced, man, to where people are going to have a pass in order to get into a nightclub, which you already used in the past. Have to have ID, and they'd use ID as an excuse to not let you into certain places. But now it's being extended into a passport, and if you don't have that, you're not going to get entry. Let me carry on reading this. It says, on the 19th of July, the UK came out of lockdown and the final CV restrictions came to an end. More businesses reopened fully, social distancing measures ended, and compulsory face coverings in the majority of places came to an end. But really, that's just going to be used as an excuse or as a reason to say that things have spread again, and as a reason to blame people that haven't had these things for why it's spreading, for why it keeps spreading. And it can all be seen, but people ain't going to believe it until it's here. And what also people need to understand is that there's going to come a day, whether people like it or not, that they're going to be forced to do certain things. It's going to be a thing of force to take certain things and to do certain things, right? And it's whether you're a believer in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, a true believer in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, that's going to decide whether you take it or not. It's not whether you think in your mind that you're a tough guy or that you're so smart. I know finances. So I know that I'm going to be able to have finances, and I'll just go to another country where the restrictions aren't so much, where rich people can maneuver through these things. No. The scriptures say he calls of all, both small and great. Really, you know what? Let me read it. Forget my words. Let me read these words. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And it calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So if you're rich, you're going to be forced to take it. If you're poor, you're going to be forced to take it. If you're free, you're going to be forced to take it. If you're a bond, you're going to be forced to take it. Everyone is going to have to make the decision on whether they want to take this or not. Every single person upon the face of the earth is going to have to make the decision on whether they want to take this or whether they don't want to take it. So being rich isn't going to be able to save you from having to make this decision. Being poor to where you think, oh, I don't even really have nothing, so what do I care about this world? That ain't going to stop. That's going to be used. Being poor is going to be used against you to make you take this thing. Being rich is going to be used against you to make you take this thing. Being free is going to be used against you to make you take this thing. If you're free, you're surely going to want to keep your freedom. And if you're bond, maybe you want to get some freedom. So that will be used to get you to try and, well, say, okay, you can be free as long as you take this. You're free, man. You might be bond. If you don't take it, that's what they might come with. We're gonna have to arrest you then because you're a problem. Oh, you're rich. Well, you can't get certain finances because you don't want to accept this. Oh, you're poor. We'll give you finances if you take this. Either way it goes, it's going to be used on people. Let me go back to this. With nightclubs open after a 16 months of closure, anyone over 18 can now go clubbing. It may depend on each individual venue, but legally you are not required to show proof of double jab or negative test results at present, but that can always change, man. That can always change. However, by autumn, this will change, exactly. By autumn, this will change. By the end of September, those wanting to attend a nightclub must provide, so like it must prove that they've received their full course. Okay, so I was slightly wrong, man. I was a bit behind on my prediction and on the things that I said. It's already going to be extended to where you have to prove that you've had every single jab that's required for you to be considered fully vaccinated. Salakia, man, for you to be considered fully jabbed. All right. It's gonna be a thing where you're gonna need to have all of that. And if you just look at this picture here, I don't know if I can zoom in. No, I can't. But if you just look at this picture here, all of those people were more than happy to take that, man. These are people that are lovers of the world. And that's why the scriptures tell us not to be lovers of the world, because if we're lovers of the world, it makes it harder for us to refuse certain things. But if we don't love the world, then there's nothing that we care about more here than we do about getting salvation in the worst day that's ever going to come upon the earth, and getting up out of this place and getting our own kingdom rather than trying to scrape for crumbs in another nation's kingdom. I'm not even gonna go into any more on this, man. I'm gonna end it there. The vaccine, Salakia, man. The jab, right? Is gonna be used. It's gonna be used, man. Right? It's gonna be used on people in order to make them want to do certain things. They're gonna use that to try and force people to do certain things. Right, and I'll end the lesson there. All praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Makar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.